I opened this $3,000 booster box and I graded every card inside. Let's have a look at the grades. Diamond and Pearl, The Secret of the Lakes. One of my favorite sets. Honestly, amazing set, great set. The pack art is on point. The box art is on point. A bunch of cool cards that are featured in the set are on the side. And we're going to have a look at what I got. Now, obviously, from the top, this does look pretty good. I would never, ever, remember, no financial advice. Do not open old boxes and grade every card. It's very expensive. I think there's around 120 cards graded here, along with the booster box costing me around $3,000. All the cards, all up, we're looking around $6,000. That's the financials for the financial people, but most people don't care about the financials, really. You don't care about the financials, do you? Let's look at the grades. All right, wow. Okay, that's awesome. Let's go here. We got the Croagunk, Secret of the Lakes, PSA 10. Ooh, starting off really bad. Now, I haven't looked at these. I just put them to the side. Got ready for this video. Let me know how this video goes and how this video quality is. And, you know, I'd be really happy if you just gave me a little bit of feedback about the microphone and all this other stuff. And, you know, let me know your favorite card and everything from the set because, honestly, I'm pretty lonely. I think you guys is all that I have. So if you're watching this, I consider you one of my best friends. And I wish you very well, and I hope you had a great day. And if you are sitting there on your computer and you're saying, or maybe your phone actually, or your computer, or your iPad, your Xbox, some people watch on their PlayStation 4. If you're sitting there and you're going, Steve, what about your day? What about your day? Well, I'll tell you about my day. My day was pretty good, you know. Got some grades in, obviously. Another Croagunk. Got to play around with some new tech. You know, I'm getting a few new things for recording. I'm pretty happy. I bought another microphone for my PC. So when I can record on my computer, I can show you guys a bunch of eBay tips and tricks. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bunch of videos on the best eBay tips I can give you guys and the best kind of like reselling tips. You know, I try not to focus on reselling too much because it's hard because my daily life is all reselling because I'm just trying to focus on running my store. And at the end of the day, when I'm winding down, it's kind of like the last thing. Look at these Crobats. Wow. Fukuda Crobats. Is awesome. If this camera angle is good, just let me know. We've got the Chikorita Secret of the Lakes. So we got another Crobat. So this is a rare. So I must have opened 3 Crobats in the same box. That is awesome. We got the Obama Snow. I call this Obama Snow like Barack Obama Snow, but you know, obviously it looks nothing like Barack Obama, but that's just me making the mistake. So we got the Execute. Pretty nice artworks here. Ooh, another 9. So what? Oh, another 9. So we've got a Kricketune and a Nidoqueen. Remember, these are all pack fresh, right? So if you're looking for these kind of cards, you're grading them yourself, or you're someone that wants to buy these graded cards, you know, you just be like, well, maybe I can get some raw for myself. Just remember, even if you're out there cracking packs and you're a Kricketune collector, let's make a 9 pile, shall we? So this is a 9. Look at this. This is a 9. Yeah, remember, if you're cracking packs and you want to grade all the cards and you think it's profitable, I'm here to show you that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Got that Vigoroth. That was a 10. Larion. Oh man, these artworks, man. Like the modern artworks, they're not too bad because I don't know why I just walked so far away from the microphone. The modern artworks aren't too bad. We got another Chikorita, but these days we focus so much on ultra rares and VMAXs and Vs and all this stuff, and even like some basic Zubat, Ken Sugimori, kind of like weird oil pastel kind of background, and this Zubat they've like blended in. This awesome Abra Secret of the Lakes. Even some real basic Ken Sugimori art style stuff. It's not too bad, so keep our 9 pile here. That's our, I wouldn't say a 9 is a disappointment, but you know, obviously we want to get some 10s. So we've got the Yukimori Pichu. Oh, and we got the Pikachu, Secret of the Lakes. I love this card. I think there's 2 Pikachus in this set, and you can see one from each side. Or maybe that is that. I think there's a promo actually that shows you the Pikachu's perspective from the other one. I can't remember if the Pikachu's in this set that actually does that. I really should know that. I'm sorry. Let's make the 10 stack on the left here. So we got 1 10 and 1 9 Pikachu. Why does Pikachu get a 9? Pikachu. Can't see too much, to be honest. Maybe a bit of edge wear here or there. Who knows? Who bloody knows? But Hope you're having a great day. Oh, wow. Look at this Totodile. He's so cute. Murkrow, PSA 10. Murkrow? Murkrow. It's obviously Murkrow because it's a crow. Croconaw, one of my favorite artworks. Magby. Oh, we are smashing the 10s. Shinx. So this Shinx got a 10. I think the other Shinx was a 9, wasn't it? Yeah, it must be. Aha. See? Win some, you lose some. Ah, see, 9 Ninetales, 10 Ninetales. This is why I like to send 2 of each card. So obviously this isn't every card from the booster box because that would be kind of insane, to be honest. That would be very, very silly. Because at that point, looks like I sent 3 Ninetales because I think Ninetales is a rare. So I think I sent all the rares, all the holos. But, you know, I don't need to send 10 Quilabas or 10 Cyndaquils. I don't even think you get that many, but like I just chose 2 of each, I'm pretty sure. So just so I can try and get a 10 of each. This is such a cool Cyndaquil. I mean, these artworks. The alt arts these days, they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love them so much, but we kind of escape. Because these cards are old, I guess the non-holos have a little bit of value. Because, you know, the packs are like almost $100 each, $150 each. The non-holos kind of worth something. So we got a Walrein there. And then a Dugong. Yeah. It's just the way these are printed or something that makes them so beautiful. Oh, awesome. We got the Magikarp in a 10. It's a very good seller for me. Very, very happy to have these Magikarps in 10s, to be honest. Like, usually most Magikarps are pretty popular. I don't know why he's so popular. He's just like a stupid fish, but, you know, that's just how it is. So we got the Bronzong, PSA 10. Ooh, we hit 9 on the Larvitar. Why is that, Mr. PSA? This looks pretty clean. Damn. Maybe a bit of corner chipping, you know. We take those. We take those. Or Craniados. I actually sold this card in a PSA 9 for $42 yesterday. $42. One of my 9s. All my 9s go on my website between like 30 and 50 Australian dollars. However I see fit. You know, some of the more popular ones like Evolutions and Charmanders and Bulbasaurs and Squirtles and stuff like that, $50, and that leaves me, I'm going to be completely transparent, that like at $50 with free shipping on my website to people in Australia and to overseas. Overseas, internationally, I cover like $5 to $6 worth of shipping depending on where you come from. It's just, you know, how the averaged out postage comes to. There's no bias to really any place, but in Australia, I cover free shipping. Cost me about $6, $7. And overseas in America, I charge $10 for shipping. It cost me around $16, $15 to $16 to ship to America, roughly around about that. I don't know exactly, but so I cover like $6 to $7 in shipping to most places. So if I'm selling the card for $50, no matter where you come from, after fees, I get around $42. That's a $50 sale. And the cards, the grades, cost me roughly $27 once I ship them back and forth PSA. So that's if I graded them at $15. I'm being completely transparent here at all my costs. So, you know, if you're looking for a card on my store and you see the price and you're trying to think if it's justified or unjustified, I'm just explaining. You don't have to buy them either. I'm sure you can find these for, you know, $1 to $10 in near mint condition, maybe a bit of edgeware somewhere, not in 10s, not in 9s. So yeah, just to fully explain, generally my costs on every card, even like grading plus shipping, is like $33 on my store. And then whatever the price left over is, you know. So if you pay $50 plus shipping, I'm probably making $15 to $17, you know, give or take. So I got lovely Chansey, lovely Ursaring. So yeah, let me know what you guys want. If you do want some eBay tip videos, man, I'm happy to do some. I have so many ideas written down. I probably have over 50 video ideas, to be honest, of stuff I've been jotting down over the past few months. And I want to do it. And obviously, I'm very busy. Unfortunately, like the cards just keep coming back in. I keep filming the videos. I'm doing the best to, like, you know, stick to like one video a day. I have a whole bunch of ideas, but like good content does take time. You know, I have to I'm not very good at speaking, right? So sometimes I say the whole video out to myself before even. This Gabite is so nice. Or Gabite, maybe not Gabite. I'm sorry if that offended anyone. We got Dunsparce. Let's just ignore I ever said that. Ooh, another Gabite. I'm going to say it correctly this time. Oh, Bebe Search. So this card here is called Bebe Search. But for some reason, in the PSA Pop Report, or the PSA submission, just for Secret of the Lakes. If you submit this, it's called Search for Mizuki, which I'm guessing is like the original name of it, kind of like the translated name, if that makes sense. So like back in the day, a bunch of Pokemon weren't like, I have to stop saying like, that's a bad habit, but a bunch of the Pokemon weren't really translated properly. And then when we submitted them to PSA, or when people submitted them to PSA early 2000s, the translations never caught up to the point where, so you got like a bunch of like Typhlosions and Feraligatrs and Chikoritas, all like not the correct real translation to their actual like name. They're just like, people just tried their best. And that's what I think happened. There is a few, I think Seal has one in one set, and like Bebe Search has it in this. They've fixed most of them that I can see, but yeah. So back on the other topic, I got heaps of videos to do. I'm always taking, videos like suggestions. I don't think people really realize just how good ideas they have. Wow, this Glalie is so awesome. Arita, look at this. He's like sitting on this ice pillar. Backgrounds are so nice. Damn, 9 on the snow run. This is a really good ratio, 10 to 9. I mean, I'm not usually one to be like, damn, PSA is really helping me out, but this is the 9 stack, and this is the 10 stack. Just this is the 9 stack, so you can see we're doing really well. But yeah, there's so many people message me on Instagram like, hey Steve, thanks for the information on this, and could you be a little bit more deeper on this, and can you do this for me? And it's not a big deal. I mean, it's a give and take relationship. This is what it is. I am a overall very small time person, so what I mean by that, we have a very secluded sort of community. The people who watch this, I looked at the stats, and it's roughly like 500 to 800 of the same people every video, and it's crazy. I think one of my videos had like 85% of the views were from subscribers. And from what I looked around on YouTube, that's quite high. But, I'm not trying to go for like mega viral content. I actually really like the way it is now. I mean, if we grow into it and it does get bigger, I will eventually learn to get better and better and better. But for now, I'm perfectly happy with where I am. I'm getting a few more views every time, a few more subs every day. It doesn't really bother me too much. If we can keep this small and kind of like make it manageable, because I think the more people that watch, kind of the more stress that comes with it. And I get more messages, and then I start like giving less quality responses because I get more messages. And obviously I do this all in my downtime. So we got this PSA 10 Sphere. I sold one of these the other day for 160. And I was like, damn, Sphere sold for 160. And this Magikarp was like 250, I think. But sometimes with these non-holos, the first sale is like really high because not that many people have ever graded these. So the people looking for these over a long time will just like snap them up instantly, and then it'll take a while to find the next buyer. So that's pretty much why some of them sell like really high. So there's Magmar. I had some guy from Netherlands, I think. If you're watching this, I can't remember what name. Tom? I think it was Tom from Netherlands. He bought like 5 Magmar cards from me. So if you're watching this, Tom, thanks for that. Magmar's awesome. One of the most unique Pokemon, I think. What's he wearing around his neck here? He always have that black thing around his neck? Remoraid, pretty cool card. Finneon, Secret of the Lakes, PSA 10. There actually is a Finneon collector out there. Finneon, and there's a guy that just buys every fish Pokemon off me. He really loves aquariums and all this other stuff, and he just like buys as many Whiscash he buys Finneon, he buys Magikarps, he buys Gyarados. Like, what else does he buy? He buys... Oh, of course, the time I try to think of the fish Pokemon, I just forget all of them. But yeah. Oh, looks like this last stack might be the holos. Oh! My level X got a 10. Let's go. Magmortar level X. Sold my last one for like 400, so now it's cool. I can restock that. Pretty happy with that one. This booster box returning doesn't really come at a very good time, to be honest, because I actually just got back all the cards I submitted from my Secret of the Lakes booster. My Secret of the Lakes binder set that I purchased. So I got all those back, and yeah, that's just how it is, unfortunately. So most of these I already have listed. So we got another Raichu. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with this Feraligatr. Oh, the Mesprit got a 9. Come on, man. It's got a swirl too. Okay. Surely something wrong with this to justify it. Oh, yep. 2 little dots of edgeware down the bottom. Uxie 10 and Mesprit 9. Uxie 10, Mesprit 9, Uxie 10. Okay. Luminion, that's the other fish that he buys. Man. Have you ever seen someone so excited by Luminion? Let's go back to this Tyranitar. I never looked at it. This is Fukuda, right? Yeah. Wow, look at these. Look at this art. It's like Mudslide or something he's doing. Whatever attack this is probably doing that. I wonder if the artists know about the attacks before they like get given the Pokemon to give an idea. Or they just get told, oh, we've got a Garchomp. Just listed one of these for sale, actually, so they're pretty cool to have a backstock. We've got Ambipom. Oh, Ambipom 9. You know, I just graded everything. And, you know, to be honest, if we're talking pure business, let's talk business. Business. Put your hat on, put your business hat on, put your cat ears on. This was a terrible financial decision. I'm going to be honest. This actually cost me a shitload of money. I'll be the first one. And I don't think it's possible to sell all these cards for the price of the booster box plus all the grading. But who cares? I got to say that I did it. I got to say, look at these 2 hollow circles on this card. You see, that's why we do it. I get attracted by shiny things right in the corners. I've never seen that before. That's a beautiful Meganium. But, oh, we got another one. God damn. But when I say this is like, the idea, I've said this many, many times. I am a business, right? So, give me 1 second. Let's have a look at these. So, this is how many 9s we got. This is how many 10s we got. Got this light back over the head. I keep turning this off. I'm so silly. Okay. That's not too bad. I mean, honestly, on a submission of like old back cards, even though these are packed fresh and they're new back, rather, like they are easier to grade, you know, how many 9s we got? What does that look like? How many do you think that is? That's 6, I think. This is how I do it. I just match it up. I'm like a child, right? 6, 12. Looks like we've got 14 9s. You know, how many's on top of this? This is another 6. So give or take 103 10s and 14 9s. That was some quick maths. So roughly 103 10s, 14 9s, 117 card submission. Not too bad, all up costing me around $3,200 to grade all these. I think that's right. So here's the box, cost me around $3,000. 6,600. This is financial talk for the big. This is for the big boys. So, you know, if you're not a big boy or a big girl, you got to leave. You just dislike the video and leave now because this is financial talk. So, all up, the booster box is irrelevant. And please remember, I still have, if for the booster box, I only graded around 117 cards. So somewhere in one of these boxes in the office, we have around 100 and probably, how many cards per pack is this? I can't even remember now. Does it say? There's 11 cards per pack, says it up here. So 20 packs, that's roughly 220 cards. Correct me if I'm wrong. Probably 30 of the cards like energies and like trash trainers, so it doesn't really matter. So we're around about 180 gradable cards. So I grade 117. So I got 60 cards raw gem mint, hopefully. This is a lot of like business calculations right here. This is like full on, and this is how I'd use my brain. So keep listening if you want to learn some, you know, free business advice from a cat. So you think about it. I grade 117 cards. I'm still left with 60 mint ones left over, 60-ish. So if any of these sell, so if I sell this Celio for more than the grading cost plus like $10 or $20, I know Celio is a pretty good card. I charge a little bit less for the first one. I try to sell the first one for a little bit less because the first one is feelers. I'm putting out my feelers, you know, just see if the Celio sells. Just, you know, I've sold this Zubat for like 120 before. So, you know, when I list this next one, I'm just going to list it around 100 to 120. Sometimes with the non-holos, it is very niche. It's extremely niche and it takes like 0 to 12 months, maybe even 0 to 24 months to sell this stuff. So it is not very liquid, but I'm not only doing the non-holos, right? I show everything else I buy. I'm still doing a lot of modern stuff. I'm still reselling a lot of raw cards. I'm still having everything going through the store to justify having the long-term stuff like this, which could be seen as pretty higher margin 120 for the Zubat. After shipping fees and whatever, it's roughly like $80 profit. That's not too bad, to be honest, for a Zubat like this. But you can't do it a lot. So you put in all this work to get this kind of stuff. So right here, 117 cards. I need to sell these, you know, if it's 6,300 divided by 117, that's a really hard sum to do. That's probably around like $50, right? Give or take $55 per card. I need to sell them for after fees. And that's scary, right? $55 after fees. It might even be more than that, to be honest. It might even be like $60 after fees to sell all these for. That's what I'm looking at, right? So after fees, you know, if your fees are like 13% roughly, that's around $7,300 I need to sell all these cards for. So I need to sell them before fees for like $70. This is how like incredibly not lucrative selling these cards are. So that's why when I list these, most of them are around like $80 to $120 because I have time on my side. I don't need to get the money back instantly. I know these are incredibly like slow sellers, and I'm probably going to be the only one with these graded on eBay for a very long time. You know, I know these like, so you know, does that mass break it down for you? If you're kind of watching and you're trying to figure out like why I would do this. And when I tell you at the very start of the video, this is a very bad idea, this is pretty much what I mean. Overall, it's really fun opening a booster box. Not many people get the chance this day and age to open a 2007 booster box. And this is how I justify it for myself. I can open it all up. I can grade all the cards. You know, I didn't even have to grade all the non-holos. I probably could have just graded the holos and try to like break even like halfway. But every single non-holo I grade and I sell it eventually, I'll eventually get to the point of breaking even. That's why getting 9s on some of these holo cards, which are supposed to be the ones where like, I think this is like 150 and a 10, 200 and a 10. This is the kind of stuff that's supposed to like put me in the green and I get destroyed. So, you know, we got 5 holo 9s and that really hurts because they're supposed to be your guaranteed. So the non-holos aren't even guaranteed because you don't even know if they're going to sell. So I've just been sitting here behind the camera just talking, not really moving that much, but I really hope that understands that like we're almost at $70 each to break even. But I'm very lucky. I put myself in situations where I don't have to sell. I don't have to go crazy. And maybe over 12 months, I might even see myself breaking completely even. And maybe even making a little bit of money. And I make a little bit of money. I just grade more cards. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for like 5, 6, 7 years. I've only really been card grading that heavily for like 5 years. But that's the aim. That's the goal. That's the plan. And this is why. Everything matters. Everything I'm trying to talk about, you know, trying to reduce all your expenses, reduce life, and take things less seriously, focus on collecting, understanding that things take time, being patient, all these things that I try and talk about, I try and harp on to people. It's not a fast game. It's slowly but surely building and accumulating more and more cards. So I'm going to stop ranting. This video is going to be a long time. Most of the people that would have only just cared about the grades probably would have clicked off, disliked everything. That doesn't bother me. So I'm going to show my Pikachu one more time because I love showing my Pikachu to people on the internet. And have a great day. If you want to buy this Pikachu, it's called the Pikachu Oops. It's got this tag on it. It's done by Tomokazu Komiya. Great guy, great artist. And it's probably like $30. I don't know how much it is, to be honest, but I paid 3,000 yen. It was released like 8 years ago. One of the best value purchases you ever do because it's freaking huge when you compare it to a PSA card. So hope you have a great day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy time. And thanks for watching the video.